Starfield just got some big news recently, and it looks like there might have been some leaks circulating online about the game's second DLC expansion. There has also been some story speculation around this rumored second expansion. A release date might have been leaked online for the Shattered Space DLC, and some big news for the developers at Bethesda Game Studio just took place last week. But before we get into it, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with all the latest Starfield news. Bethesda's recent trademark filing for the term Starborn has generated some significant buzz online within the gaming community. The trademark linked to the 2023 RPG Starfield hints at a possible new expansion or DLC coming for the game. The Starborn trademark was discovered by Twitter user BogoRad222, who noted that it was filled out by ZeniMax Media Inc., the parent company of Bethesda Game Studios, which itself is owned by Microsoft. The trademark filing pertains to downloadable computer game software via a global network, which strongly suggests that it could very well be related to a DLC for Starfield. This revelation has led to widespread speculation among fans and analysts alike. Many are debating whether Starborn will be an expansion-sized DLC similar to the upcoming Shattered Space DLC, or a smaller, more focused add-on around the player character. In this next section of the video, I'm going to go over what Starborn means in the Starfield lore, so there will be significant story spoilers going ahead, at least in this little part of the video. In Starfield, the term Starborn refers to beings that the player encounters after collecting enough artifacts for Constellation. These beings, the Starborn, are revealed to be humans who have traveled through a portal known as the Unity, allowing them to traverse between different universes. Upon completing Starfield's main story, players can initiate a New Game Plus mode by choosing to become Starborn during the final quest, One Giant Leap. This aspect of the game's lore suggests that Starborn could be deeply integrated into the game's future content. Since its launch, Bethesda has rolled out several different updates for Starfield. The upcoming Shattered Space expansion is highly anticipated, expected to reinvigorate the game with all new content. Back in June of this year, Todd Howard of Bethesda Game Studios confirmed that the developer is committed to long-term support for Starfield, including plans for annual story expansions, but I will get more into that later in the video. What we do know though is that Bethesda Game Studios is currently in active development on The Elder Scrolls 6, and after that game, which is expected before 2028, Bethesda will turn its attention to the next Fallout game. The long-term roadmap of games for all of their major franchises indicates that a Starfield sequel, if it ever materializes, could be many years away. While the trademark filing for Starborn has ignited some speculation among fans, it's important to note that that trademark can often be a placeholder or even go unused entirely. However, given Todd Howard's confirmation of multiple planned story expansions for Starfield, it's very plausible that Starborn will follow Shattered Space as the next major DLC for the game. As we await official confirmation, the gaming community remains eager to see how Starborn will expand the universe of Starfield. Meanwhile, fans can look forward to the release of the Shattered Space DLC later this year. I will go over the possible release date of this expansion later in the video. Let me know down in the comments what you think about this trademark filing and the possible second expansion for Starfield being called Starborn. Fans of Starfield have much to look forward to with the upcoming release of the Shattered Space DLC. This expansion promises to delve into the mysterious House Faerun and their worship of the enigmatic dark deity, the Great Serpent. However, these recent leaks suggest that this Starborn expansion is set for release next year possibly, hinting at potential revelations about some of the game's most pressing mysteries. Also, this trademark filing has sparked widespread speculation about the nature of this potential expansion, with many fans out there wondering if it will serve as the second major DLC following Shattered Space. Also be warned, this next part of the video will have some story spoilers. Everybody's been going crazy about speculation about what this Starfield Starborn DLC could possibly entail. The trademark filing, while vague obviously, suggests that the expansion may delve into some of the game's core mysteries, such as the origins of the Unity itself and the creators. One of the most compelling mysteries in Starfield revolves around the Unity and these beings known as the Starborn. The main story of the game reveals that the Starborn are humans who have passed through a portal enabling inter-universal travel. However, at this time, many questions remain unanswered for the game's story, particularly regarding the origins of the artifacts themselves and these temples that players spend much of the game exploring. The artifacts and temples are believed to have been created by an ancient race known as the Creators. Despite their significant role in the game's lore, little is known about them at this time. A line in Starfield hints that humanity may one day meet the Creators, although they are thought to be extinct. This tantalizing hint suggests that the Starborn expansion could provide answers to these lingering questions. If Starborn is indeed the next expansion for Starfield, it might focus on unraveling the mysteries of the Unity and the creators. This could include new storylines, quests, and possibly new areas for us to explore. Players might finally learn who created the artifacts and temples and why, as well as uncover more about the nature of the Unity and all of its mysteries. In the meantime, players can look forward to the release of the Shattered Space DLC. This expansion for the game is expected to drop in just a few months and will provide a deeper look into the enigmatic House Faroon. As the release date approaches, more information about this DLC will likely be revealed, possibly at Gamescom this month, giving players a better idea of what to expect from it. I will also go over the release date of this expansion in the next section of the video. Let me know down in the comments what you think about a possible story expansion titled Starborn could be about. Fans of Starfield are eagerly anticipating the game's first major story expansion titled Shattered Space. According to recent rumors online, this expansion is set to release in September of 2024, 1 year after the game originally released. This expansion promises to bring new storylines, locations, and gear, further enriching the Starfield experience. Additionally, speculation suggests that Bethesda will announce the next expansion, Starborn, which is slated for release possibly in 2025. The Twitter user Odafield has sparked excitement within the Starfield community by suggesting that Shattered Space will release in September of 2024. This rumor has given fans a more refined release window for the eagerly awaited expansion that we've gotten no official release date yet from the developers. Also, according to the same source, a release date trailer for Shattered Space is expected to be unveiled on August 20th, 2024. This announcement will likely occur during or around Gamescom opening night live on August 20th. The trailer is anticipated to provide the official release date and potentially offer a glimpse into the new content players can expect from this expansion. While full details about Shattered Space remain scarce at the moment, the expansion is described as a new story addition to Starfield. Players will embark on an exciting new adventure, delving into a fresh narrative set within the Starfield universe. The description of Shattered Space hints at intriguing new content. A mysterious power is said to be stirring in the city of Dazra, located on House Faroon's hidden homeworld. This cosmic threat will likely serve as a central element of the new story expansion to Starfield, providing players with a thrilling new challenge. In addition to this new storyline, Shattered Space will introduce a new planet for players to explore. This new location promises to offer unique weapons, spacesuits, and gear, enhancing the gameplay experience and providing players with fresh tools for their adventures. Alongside this anticipation for Starfield Shattered Space, there's already a buzz about the next expansion, Starborn, that I've been talking about throughout this video. Rumors suggest that Bethesda could announce Starborn for a 2025 release. If accurate, this release would align with Todd Howard's plan for annual story expansions for Starfield. Let me know down in the comments what you think about Shattered Space possibly releasing in September and the second DLC Starborn possibly being announced, and all of this could be happening at Gamescom. Bethesda Game Studios has reaffirmed its commitment to Starfield, announcing plans for ongoing support and expansions coming to the game in the future. Following the anticipated release date of the Shattered Space expansion later in 2024, possibly in September, Bethesda Game Studios has confirmed at least one additional story expansion for 2025. This move would be part of a broader strategy to release annual story expansions for Starfield for the foreseeable future. In a recent interview with YouTube channel Mr. Matty Plays, Todd Howard, the director at Bethesda Game Studios, discussed the future of Starfield. Howard revealed that the studio aims to release annual story expansions starting with Shattered Space in 2024. In a quote, Todd Howard said, "More or less, yeah. How long that continues, hopefully a very long time. But we're planning for one after this, so there will be another one." This is what Todd Howard had to say about ongoing story expansions for Starfield, underscoring Bethesda's long-term vision for the game. Starfield originally launched in September of 2023, marking Bethesda's first new intellectual property in years, and its first major single-player game since Microsoft's acquisition of ZeniMax Media in March of 2021. Despite mixed reviews from media outlets, the game has seen significant player engagement, boasting 14 million players across PC, Xbox Series X and S, as well as through the Game Pass subscription service. The game even has an average playtime of 40 hours per player, which is an insane amount of time. The Shattered Space expansion is currently slated to launch at some point in 2024, possibly in September according to some leaks online. And the debut trailer was revealed during Microsoft's recent Xbox Game Showcase event, generating considerable excitement for this expansion. Todd Howard described the expansion size and scope, comparing it to a well-received Fallout 4 DLC Far Harbor. He explained, "Content-wise, we're looking at what we did with Far Harbor on Fallout 4. This is a scope that works for our development and doing this annual story expansion type of thing. Shattered Space will primarily take place in a new city and on a new planet entirely, offering a more traditional Bethesda experience with a handcrafted landscape and quests." Howard noted that this approach was not a reaction to criticism, but rather an internal response to the game they had created. This expansion aims to provide a focused area filled with rich content, addressing one common criticism that Starfield's exploration felt too spread out across its 1,000 planets. Let me know down in the comments what you think about Todd Howard's commitment to ongoing support and annual story expansions for Starfield. Bethesda Game Studios has made history by becoming the first Microsoft game developer to fully unionize. This significant milestone marks a new chapter in the video game industry, setting a precedent to other studios under the Microsoft umbrella. The unionization of Bethesda Game Studios was confirmed when 241 developers signed a union authorization card or expressed their support for unionization through an online portal. This initiative follows the unionization of Bethesda Game Studios Montreal in late June and the successful unionization of approximately 300 quality assurance workers with ZeniMax Media, Bethesda's parent company. Microsoft has also officially recognized this union, which is organized under the Communication Workers of America. This recognition is a crucial step in legitimizing the union and ensuring that the developers' voices are heard and respected within the corporate structure. The newly formed union at Bethesda Game Studios is described as a wall-to-wall union, encompassing a diverse group of developers including artists, engineers, programmers, and designers. The union includes developers from Bethesda Game Studios locations in Dallas, Rockville, and Austin. The collective statement from the group shared on Twitter expressed their enthusiasm and commitment. They said, "We, a majority of developers at Bethesda Game Studios Dallas, Rockville, and Austin, are ecstatic to announce the formation of our union with CWA Union. Together as one big Bethesda Game Studios USA, we advocate for our betterment of every developer at BGS, setting the new standard for our industry." The union's next major step is to negotiate a contract with Microsoft. Senior systems designer Mandy Parker emphasized the importance of this process in a press release. Here's what they had to say. "It is clear that every worker can benefit from bringing democracy into the workplace and securing a protected voice on the job. We're thrilled to get down to brass tacks and win a fair contract, proving that our unity is a source of real power to positively shape our work conditions, our lives, and the company as a whole." The union aims to address and improve various aspects of working conditions at Bethesda Game Studios. By securing a fair contract, the union seeks to ensure better job security, working conditions, and overall quality of life for its members. This effort is a part of a broader movement within the video game industry where unionization is becoming increasingly common as workers seek protection against mass layoffs and other industry challenges which have become a big problem in recent years. Unionization is becoming a notable trend within the video game industry. Earlier this year, Sega of America's union ratified a contract and Activision's own QA workers announced a union of their own. These developers indicate a growing movement among game developers to seek collective bargaining rights and improved workplace conditions. Microsoft has previously stated that it would not block potential unionization efforts within Activision Blizzard, a stance that seemingly extends to Bethesda Game Studios as well. This position is crucial in allowing unionization efforts to proceed without corporate interference, fostering a more democratic and supportive work environment. The unionization of Bethesda Game Studios marks a significant milestone in the video game industry. As the first Microsoft game developer to fully unionize, Bethesda sets a new standard for worker advocacy and a collective bargaining within the industry. With the recognition from Microsoft and the support of the Communication Workers of America, the union is poised to negotiate a fair contract that will positively impact the working conditions and lives of its members. Let me know down in the comments what you think about Bethesda Game Studios' wall-to-wall unionization of their workforce. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with all the latest Starfield news. And if you're looking for something else to watch, click one of the videos you're seeing on screen right now. I will see you there.